What's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton. This is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World. And I got a story time for you. I'm going to do a quick one. All right. Now, when I was younger and I had gotten my AA in criminal justice, okay, I actually was going to become a police officer, if you didn't know. And, I was doing security, but not just a regular police officer, as you know. I was going to become a transportation police officer in Oklahoma and in Texas. In Texas. I don't know about Oklahoma. They do on certain routes have transportation police officers that ride those routes, and if people get rowdy or do illegal things, they get arrested. And they have the same power as a police officer. They just mainly work on the transportation aspect of law enforcement. And I decided, okay, I wanted to do this. I enjoyed it. I knew I had a couple of friends of mine that were police officers because I worked security downtown, in downtown Dallas. Okay. And around that area. And I had some, I would always bump into police officers, Hell, we all like coffee. And I did a lot of overnight shifts too. So I started, I was talking to one guy and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I went and got the application. Okay. And they give you a copy of, a copy of the test you're going to take. Okay. Now, I want you to understand how young and arrogant I was. Okay. And they tell you, study that test, do those exercises. And if you can do extra exercises similar to that, do those, especially the mathematical and all this other stuff, Yeah, okay. And I'm like, well, I got associates in criminal justice, so I got this, right? Yeah, I got this. That was I even told people that I got this. I got this. They were like, man, you studying? I got this, man. Shoot, I got associates in criminal justice, man. I got this, and, this one guy, he was a armed officer, armed security officer. And he was taking it too. And he said, "You're not gonna study?" I said, "Yeah, I study some, man." I said, "But I got associates AA in criminal justice, man. I got this." He said, he told me, "Man, you still study it." Nah, yeah, I got this. I'm above it all. You know what I'm saying? Lo and behold, the day of the test, we go in there, and I'm already a little nervous, and the test is put in front of us. Wait, there's more. So, I'm taking the test, answering the questions, because I got this. I don't need to study, I got this. Doing the math problems, some of the math problems they throw at you and things they throw at you, they throw a curveball, but it's real live scenarios. So, all right, I'm doing all this. I'm like, yeah, I think I passed this. I think I did pretty good, right? And you're timed. So it's like, ding. All right. People, put your pencils down and all this other stuff. All right. Take a deep breath. All right. Yeah. We'll come back and to pick those up. So they had this guy and girl officer pick up the test and everything. All right. And then we'll tell you all what lines to get into. If we we'll call your name. If we call your name, we'll tell you where to line up. Okay? All right. And I'm stretching, and I was like, yeah, I got this. As I'm stretching, relaxing, everybody's sitting down. They said, okay, now, I just want y'all to know, that wasn't a test. That was just a pre-test. Now, we giving you the real test. You could have heard from me. You could have heard my balls drop, man. I ain't lying. Yeah, they probably rolled out of that building, man. I ain't lying. I was like, I was so out of energy. I was so psyched out. What? Me and my arrogant ass at that time, I got this, you know. So they gave us the real test. And my mind is just jacked, okay? And I'm doing my best. And you got to remember, it's time. This is a real test now. It's time. Talk about getting psyched out. Oh, man, I was messed up in the head, dude. So then they called all these, you know, once that time was up, ding, you know, did the same thing, same ritual. They called these names. I'm like, okay, well, good. Because, you know, they had to look through the test. Call my name, and I was like, okay, and then get up on this side. Okay, and the other guy, he was there. He had gotten off work earlier. The armed security guy, he was there too. They didn't call his name, you know. And so they called all these names. We get up, got in line, and I'm like, all right. Then my arrogance got back again. Okay, well, they called my name. I got this, right? They said, everybody who's sitting down, you made it. Everybody who's standing up in the line, please head that way and out. And then we want to talk to you, and then out. Okay. I was like, oh, damn, I flunked the test. I flunked the test. Like, you know, me and my arrogant ass flunked the test. And the other guy who armed security, he passed. He became a police officer. And, transportation police officer. And, but they kept trying to get me back. They did want me to come back over and over again. They did. They like my qualifications, and my background is clear. So, and still is. And they wanted me pretty bad, but I decided to go ahead. I followed my intuition, followed my mind, and advice of a good friend of mine, Ken, and went on and finished and got my Bachelor of Sciences Crime Analysis, you know. But yeah, they wanted me back. I mean, I could have worked as an officer, but there's a lot involved in becoming a police officer, including becoming an officer if you're doing transportation. You got boot camp, which is almost like military boot camp, okay? And that is serious, okay? So I knew if I went to that, I wouldn't be able to continue my studies. I would have to pick it up later. And I was like, nah, I'll just go ahead. I went on and got my Bachelor of Sciences Crime Analysis instead. But through the whole time, man, they kept trying to get me to get on because, I mean, you know, they like my personality. I had a clean background, and they know that when I really into something, I take it very serious, you know. All right. Anyway, that's my story. Dalton trying to become a transportation police officer. Dalton trying to become a cop when I was younger. All right. And flunking the test because my arrogance, and I got this. All right. I'll rap to y'all later. Peace.